Stephen Curry becoming the NBA's all-time leader in three-point shots made. He did it in style at the Mecca. Say it's perfect for the NBA. They had all those hack celebrities sitting courtside to watch Curry knock down the shots. And ooh and ah, Curry needed less than 5 minutes into the first quarter at Madison Square Garden right there in Midtown Manhattan to knock down the 2 required three-point shots to break Ray Allen's record, who conveniently enough was there in the building. Most made three-pointers in NBA history. Golden State would go on to win the game over the Knickerbockers. Not that many people care about that. It's all about the record. Curry had 22 points for Golden State, and boy, what a show this was. And you can take that either way you want. He knocks down the shot roughly 28 feet out. Curry, the shot that gives him the record. He then thumps his chest, goes back down the court, and immediately they call timeout on the court, and in comes the circus. Let's stop the game and have a ceremony choreographed by NBA marketing right in the middle there. Boom, done. Reggie Miller, check. He was there broadcasting the game for Turner. Ray Allen, he was there. Curry's parents were there, and it was all wonderful. Nice photo op in the first quarter of the game. They played the corny music on the PA system. They really laid it on thick. And the endless celebratory postings about Steph Curry from big names and small names, and everyone, it's like a urinating match. Everyone trying to get the bigger compliment on Steph Curry. I find most of that just nauseating. The slobber, 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 the hero worshiping, but it goes on. It got me thinking, though. And Steph Curry certainly has made a ton of shots. He's the all-time three-point leader, and he gets the praise that goes with that. But the one thing that I kept hearing over the last few hours was that the whole game changed because of Steph Curry. That the culture in basketball from the outside changed because of Steph Curry. But is that true? So I thought we would examine that further. And let's discuss the question: who actually deserves the lion's share of the credit for the NBA's obsession with three-point shots? So I am breaking up the credit pie, and I'm giving Steph Curry 25%. So he gets 25% of the credit pie. 75%, though, the rest of the credit pie goes to nerds. Revenge of the Nerds. And I will explain. I will make my elevator pitch. I've got Unicorn, Infestation, and Oscar Wilde. And we will tie all of these things together. Now, listen, the NBA media, which I would say of all the sports leagues, the NBA media is filled with the biggest fanboys out there. Boy, they worship. These star headliners in the NBA. But the NBA media has been working overtime to throw rose petals and to shut up anyone that disagrees. Now, listen, Steph Curry, wonderful player. But let's not throw the rose petals all at his foot as the forefather of the three-point revelation. It makes for a good story, and while Curry is an iconic sniper, it's bigger than that, right? I understand there's a generation of young basketball players that idolize and try to copy Steph Curry. In fact, we've taken calls from people. We've been, over the last few years, talked to people that coach at the Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA, and they will tell you that every kid, just about every kid who's a little smaller, they're all wannabes as far as Steph Curry is concerned. However, I realize this is an unpopular opinion, and I got to give it anyway, because I don't believe the narrative that Steph Curry was the driving force behind the change in basketball culture. That is not true. It is the geeks and the nerds who have a much bigger impact on the way that the NBA is played today. And there's only one Steph Curry, last I checked. I don't know if they've cloned him. I know he's got a brother, but he's a unicorn. There are 30 teams in the NBA before expansion. And they have another round of expansion soon. But there's 30 teams in the NBA. So there's not enough unicorns to go around. You don't get a unicorn. You don't get a unicorn. You don't get a unicorn. But what you do get is a donkey, a mule, and a jackass. That's what you get, right? And so there's some counterfeit ripoffs. There's some, it's kind of like getting a diamond or a cubic zirconia. You can pick and choose there, but there's only one authentic all-time gunner, and that's Steph Curry. So the idea that the entire industry changed because of Steph Curry is wrong. Now, part B of this, around the time that Steph Curry rose to prominence in the NBA, there was a shift, a sea change to what? To a data-driven front office environment. And these things happen simultaneously. And over the years, the front offices, and it happened in baseball a long time ago, but in basketball it's happened more recently, the Ivy League types with their highfalutin book, the almighty book of stats, the analytics took over. And it's kind of like a termite infestation into the hardwood. And it's the dorks that redefined the game. In baseball, they talk about 3 true outcomes. In basketball, it's really 2 shots. It's anything behind the arc or at the rim. Nothing else matters. That is what the analytics tell you wins you basketball games. So it just happens. This took place at the same time Steph Curry became the face of the three-point shot. And so when I say nothing else matters, it's three-point shots, layups, and dunks. Those are the value-added shots. Anything else, you are a outlaw. You are a rebel. You are a bad person shooting mid-range jump shots, with rare exceptions. Now, as a result, the NBA has become the ultimate pop-a-shot league. All right? Pop a shot, right? Swing the ball around until someone shoots a 28-foot shot. And after all the shots are down, everyone's shooting three-point shots. Even when you don't have good three-point shooters, you still shoot three-point shots, no matter how many bricks you get. And shooting strictly three-point shots, it has been determined by the brainiacs that gives you the best possible chance to win a game. And so that's what most of these teams do. They hire coaches that follow the dogma. And so it's not because of Steph Curry, it's because of that they try to put teams together to only shoot three-point shots or get baskets right at the rim. Now, the last word here. The evolution, though, of the three-point shot, that is positively fascinating. And I've been around the NBA, following it for a long time. I was around it when I was a radio stringer, covering the game nightly. I was out at the arena. And it is amazing the turn of events. Because this thing, when the NBA came up with the three-point shot, it was a gimmick. It was a sideshow. It was the clowns had arrived. In fact, the thing about this, which is really crazy to see in my lifetime, you were emasculated if you shot the three-point shot on a regular basis in the early days. It came in 1979. It was a sissy shot. And it was used... And this is Red Auerbach, one of the legends of the NBA all time, one of the great coaches of all time, who said the NBA added that shot in a panic because TV ratings were terrible. The NBA finals were on tape delay. Nobody was watching. And it was terrible. And for years, after originally nobody would shoot the three-point shot, then it was like the designated hitter. In baseball, you have the DH in the American League and soon to be the National League once the work stoppage ends. But in the NBA, you had the designated gunner. Kind of like in hockey before they went soft, you had the guy that was the goon that would be on your hockey team. Well, in basketball, you had the designated gunner. And for a long time, there was an era that was like Craig Hodges, Dale Ellis, Steve Kerr, the coach of the Warriors. He was the designated gunner for several teams in his career. And those guys were on the team mainly just to shoot the three-point shot. That was it. And the other people didn't worry about it. And now it's gone from one extreme to the other. And it's, as Oscar Wilde said, everything in moderation, including moderation. And I love the three-point shot. They call me Moneyball Mal. That's one of my nicknames. but enough. I mean, we are getting an all-you-can-eat buffet of 3 balls, and we're full. We're full. There are 3 teams in the NBA this year averaging over 40 3-point shots per game. The Jazz, Wolves, and the Warriors. Over 40 a game.
Wow.
It's insane.
Wow.
In fact, to give you an idea how crazy.
Wow, bro.
In the last 10 years, now 10 years ago when Steph Curry was a rookie, before the analytics people came in and had a hostile takeover, the Orlando Magic led the NBA. They attempted 27 3-point shots per game. This year, the team that is dead last in 3-point shot attempts is averaging 29 a game. That would be the San Antonio Spurs. So it is a pop-a-shot situation. It's not particularly good for the product. It's not. But they don't seem to care about that. And man, oh man, oh man.